What is going on, fellow investors and stock market traders? My name is Jeff. So I have taken a brief absence from YouTube and now I'm back to uploading videos again. And just want to apologize, guys. Had a couple things come up that I had to deal with, and I haven't uploaded in about 2 weeks. Since that period of time, Aurora Cannabis has reported earnings, and I want to do an updated stock analysis video for the end of 2019, moving into the new year of 2020. So this video is not going to be about should you buy ACB, should you sell it. I'm sure most of you have figured out what side of the fence you are on by now. This video, what I really want to focus on is I'm going to show you just exactly what you are investing in. If you are not aware, all of these stocks, the ACBs, CGC, Cron, Tilrays of the world, are extremely fundamentally overvalued. And since they've all come over to the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ, have really just not been treated well at all on the American exchanges. However, I still feel there is a lot of value here. These stocks just simply got way too ahead of themselves. I would say going back about 1.5 years to 2 years ago, when there was a lot of excitement and buzz surrounding the MJ industry. So in this video, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to break down this last earnings report, and then we're really going to analyze some fundamentals. Okay, here's the deal. I can go to my portfolio, I can look at my portfolio and have a lot of pride. Okay, I know how to trade. I know how to short sell. There's a lot of people out there who are just simply unaware. They think ACB is one of the best stocks on the market. And in my opinion, it definitely has the potential to be. And even if you want to rewind the clock about 1 year, it probably would have been one of the best investments you could have made back in December of 2018. However, I do want you to understand, this is a very fundamentally overvalued company, and the hype is starting to wear off. So we're going to jump into that in this video. Do me a favor real quick before we get started, guys. Make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video. I appreciate all the support. And make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And so I get it. Fundamental analysis and examining earnings reports. Got a lot of nights up listening to earnings calls, a lot of study and research. That is not the sexiest thing, but I tell you what is very, very sexy is making a lot of money and kicking butt with some top-notch trading. So if you do want help with trading and you want some one-on-one mentorship, make sure to check out my course, Trade Alerts Pro. Guys, made some really good trades in the month of November, and really getting some good trades developed for the start of December. Really excited about that. Canopy Growth did not have what analysts felt to be a good enough earnings report. It took a big dive, and Aurora Cannabis fell right in behind it. This is back on the 14th of November, so just a few days ago. But Aurora was down 12.7% after hours on Thursday and opened up about 17% down Friday at open. Quarter 3 results showed a 24% quarter-over-quarter drop in revenues to $75.3 million from $98.9 million. The company said it would slow its expansion plans in Canada and abroad. Now, a lot of you guys, including myself, you might look at this like this is the time to invest when the company is under its most amount of pressure. That's really when you need to be running after it with your investment dollar. But I can tell you right now, I do not like seeing the revenue number decrease. Anytime I see that, I might give it another quarter or two, and then I'm probably going to sell off and move on. So I'm not really going to get too deep about my plans with ACB right now. ACB's quarter 3 adjusted EBITDA loss was $39.7 million. That's much, much wider than the expected $20.8 million. So let's get this straight. A 24% drop in revenue growth, and EBITDA loss was $19 million more than the expected loss. This was not a good quarter. This was not a good end to the year 2019 at all for ACB. Maybe we can pinpoint why this happened. ACB said recreational cannabis orders from the provinces slowed considerably in the summer, citing the slow pace of getting pot shops licensed and running. They do plan to immediately stop construction at its Aurora Nordic 2 weed growing facility in Denmark, saving $80 million over the next 12 months. Obviously, that's also going to cut into their revenue growth a little bit, and that's why guidance was pointing down. One of the reasons, anytime a company stops expanding, that's really going to hurt your earnings guidance. So they also reached an agreement with investors holding $155 million of its March 2020 convertible debentures to convert early at a lower price. November 11th, ACB was trading at $3.78, still holding about a $2.8 billion market cap, but in 1 week's time down 25%, and it still dropped. Did see a little bit of rebound in after hours, but just all in all, guys, nothing positive at all really come out of this last earnings report. So let's go to some deeper statistics here on Yahoo Finance. Okay, let's look at profitability. As you can see, this is what I want you to be aware of. For those of you that are buying into the vision, you're buying into the long-term gains of ACB, I'm going to tell you what you are investing in the short term is a negative 130% profit margin, right? So just think about that. Think about that in terms of yourself. Think about that in terms of your own personal life. As let's say you go to your job and you make $1,500 every single week, but you have $3,200 of bills. Now, I don't know if those figures are exactly right, but basically, guys, they do not make enough money to have any level of profit. Every penny is spent, reinvested, and back out the door at a negative 130% clip. So the pain might still keep going on for ACB. Like I said, the guidance from this last quarter was very disappointing. They're not showing any operating margins, so we can't really measure anything there. And of course, negative on assets and negative on return on equity. Now, there is a silver lining. There is positive things in this income statement. For example, the quarterly revenue growth, that's 153%. That's year over year growth, okay? So 2019 as a whole was a very good year for revenue growth for ACB, but like I said, keep in mind revenue growth and profits are very, very different. Then down here at the bottom, the quarterly earnings growth is at a negative 87% clip. So again, I find that to be kind of disappointing. This is why I don't want you investing a lot of your portfolio in the MJ sector, okay? Less than 5%. Guys, I can't emphasize that enough. Look what Apple and Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Facebook, Disney, look at what those companies are doing right now. If you have all your money in the MJ sector, you're doing this wrong. Tech is booming. That's where your cash should be, and MJ should be one of your smaller investments, okay? Right now, the short percent of shares outstanding, 16%. So that tells me this stock is very capable of a short squeeze, but 16% of investors are still expecting this stock to trade down. So going by the numbers, I would say it would not surprise me if ACB trades down to like $2.50, maybe even $2 before that number shores up a little bit. Now, guys, if you've lost over $100 trading ACB, or perhaps investing in it, you want to change your strategy, you want to turn things around a little bit, let me introduce you to SoFi Invest. You can get a taste of some of the bigger names, some of the companies that are booming right now. Of course, I would kind of kick Netflix out of this category, but Google, Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Nike, Nvidia, Tesla, all those companies have been performing fantastic lately. Now, when you sign up for SoFi Invest and you deposit $1,000 into an account, you will get $100 free, okay? So I will have a link for that down in my comment section. Feel free to take advantage of this. Like I said, a very, very good deal, getting a free $100. And I know quite a few people that have lost some money taking losses on Aurora cannabis. This is going to give you an opportunity to really change your strategy and start investing into mega cap companies on a very fractional basis. All right, guys. Now, lastly, what I want to share with you is ACB's historical revenue data, okay? And how they have been on such an impressive run. We can really go down here to March 31st, 2016. And obviously they were showing about $200,000 worth of revenue back in March 2016. And as you can see, it has went up every single quarter going to March 30th, 2019. And I do apologize, this chart has not been updated to its most current earnings report, but I can just kind of pencil it in for you here. And you see there in this November quarter where ACB has taken such a big step back in revenue, okay? So I think that really kind of drums up a good argument. You can say, well, hey, look, you know, while the company is cooling off, is taking a step back, that's the time to spend more, invest harder, okay? Because all companies can't just grow at a linear pace. Like, you can't just grow eternally at that kind of a pace. And some of these stocks are really cooling off. The next argument is that we have started a new trend, okay? So the first time in 3.5 years has actually pointed down for a quarter. This might be the start of an all-new trend. and this might go on for a while. I don't know that. I would say the executives at Aurora Cannabis do not know that. There's probably nobody out there that really knows the answer to that. There is a lot of competition in Canada. There's a lot of competition everywhere. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, again, this is not me telling you to buy it or sell it or short it or do anything like that. This is me saying, hey, I want you to be very aware. This last quarter was very, very disappointing, and I care more about your investing dollar, your hard-earned money, than I will any of these companies. So I'm making you aware of exactly what's going on. And so with all of that said, I wish you all very happy investing. I hope, like I said, you guys are seeing some really good returns in your portfolio right now. The stock market is up at all-time highs. I think we have another big week ahead of us. And that is my current analysis on ACB going into the new year. So if you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to drop them below. And like I said, if you're having trouble trading, you want to get a new strategy, you want to change things up a little bit, make sure to check out Trade Alerts Pro. It's the first link in my description box. So thank you guys for watching, and have a very great day.